Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel, which name is Analytics Pro. Here under this playlist guys, we are going to cover only DAX differences in detail, which are majorly asked in an interviews. So in the previous tutorial guys, we have studied about the difference of count versus count rows. And now in today's tutorial guys, we will talk about one more difference between count X and count AX. So let's start our class. So firstly let's look at the syntax of both the formulas. So parameters are same of count X and count AX. So the first parameter is table and the next parameter is expression. And both are iterator functions because it's end with X. And now let's move towards the Power BI desktop screen and understand the difference with practical. So here we have entered in Power BI desktop and I am using the same tables which we have used in the previous tutorials. So let's go back to this report view and click here on this practical page. So here we have taken 4 card visuals. So let's apply countX DAX function on this names column. So simply I will go here under this 3 dots and click here on this new measure. So let me rename this measure name as count_x. And now I will write my DAX function which is countX. So as we already know guys, we have two parameters here under this countX, table and expression. So under table parameter guys, I will simply taking my table name which is table_1, comma, and under expression parameter guys, I will take that column name which I want to see the count. So I want to see the count of names column which is from table_1 and bracket close and hit enter. And now let me select this measure and drag and drop it here. So it returning the count of names which are 8. And now guys, let's apply countAX function here under this names column. So let's go here under this report view and now I will go here under this 3 dots and click here on the new measure. And my measure name would be, let's say, count_AX. And here I will use my countAX function. And as we already know guys, the parameter are same of both the functions. So under table parameter, I will take the table name which is table_1, comma, and under expression parameter guys, I want to see the count of names column. So I will simply take names from table_1 and bracket close and hit enter. And here we can see this measure. So now let me select this measure and drag and drop it here. So here we can see the same result with countX and countAX. So it exact work like a count function. If you want to write count function here guys, so let's try with this count function. And here I will take names column. See guys, that means there is no such difference between countAX and countX. You can use any of the DAX function if you want to count any kind of data type except boolean or blanks. And now let me delete this measure from here and click on this yes. So all three functions are same. But we have already seen multiple differences in the previous videos of count, countA, countX and so on. And now guys, let's apply countX and countAX function with filter function and let's see and understand some differences. So firstly I will apply filter function with countX and after that we will apply the same filter function with countAX. And now guys, let's try countX function with filter. So this time guys, I will apply countX function on this product column and I want to see only count of product milk. So what I will do, I will simply go here under this report view and here I will change this measure from here. So let me remove this measure from here and under countX guys, as a table parameter, I will use filter function. And now let's fill the parameter of filter function, table and filter expression. So my table name is table_1, comma, and under filter expression, I will take the column name and their values. So I want to filter product column and their value would be milk and bracket close. So guys, I have used filter function here under this table parameter under countX. And now let's fill the another parameter of countX. So I will put it comma here. So under expression parameter guys, you need to take the column name. So here I am taking sales, which is again from the table_1 and bracket close and hit enter. So our measure has ready. So here we guys can see the count of milk is 2. And now let's cross check. So here we can see the count of milk is 2 times here. The first is one for the Shubham and the second is one for the Neha. So in this way, you can also use this countX function. And this thing guys, we have already covered. And now guys, let's create a same requirement with countAX. So this time I also want to see the count of product milk. So let's create the requirement from scratch. So I will simply go here under this new measure and this time my measure name would be count_AX_milk. And now let's write countAX DAX function. So I will simply take count ax. So this time guys, I am using count ax function with filter function. So under table parameter guys, I can simply take this filter function. And now let's fill the parameter of filter function. So my table name is table_1, and under filter expression parameter guys, we need to take the column name and their value which we want to filter. So I want to filter product, which is from the table_1, and their value is milk, inverted comma close and bracket close. So here I have used filter function under count ax and now put it comma. And under expression parameter guys, I will again take the column name which is sales, and let me close this bracket and hit enter. So see guys, our measure has ready, and now let me select and drag and drop it here. So we can clearly see count x and count ax are returning the same result. There is no such difference between count x and count ax. Both function behaving like the same. So the question is, what is the difference between count x and count ax? So as we already know guys, count x function does not work on data type boolean, and those functions are ants with a that works on data type boolean. So this time guys, I will apply both the function here under this boolean data type column, which data type is only true and false. So let's do the practical with this boolean data type column. So let's go here under this report view, and now guys, what I will do, let's go here under this three dot and click here on the new measure. So this time guys, my requirement is that I want to filter only those results whose value is true. So let's try the same function with count x. So let me rename this measure name as count_x_true, because I want to filter only true result. And here I will use my dax function which is count x, and under table parameter guys, I will again use filter function here. And now let's fill the parameter of filter function. So the first parameter is table. So I will simply take my table name which is table_1, comma, and the next parameter is filter expression. So as you already know guys, we need to take the column name as well as their value. So this time I will take the column name as boolean data. So my column name is boolean data, which is from table_1, and here I will write my value which is true, because I want to see the count of only true. And let me close this bracket and put it comma. So guys, I have used filter function as a table parameter here under this count x, and the next parameter of count x is expression. And here under this expression parameter guys, I will take the column name from where I want to count the values. So I want to count the values from boolean column name. So let me select this column and close this bracket and hit enter. So here we can see we have created this count x dax function. And now let me select this measure and drag and drop it here into this card visual. So see guys, this function is returning us an error. And now you guys have already aware about this, that why this function is getting us an error, because we are applying this countx function on boolean data type. But if you observe it here guys, here error is different. It is clearly mentioning that dex comparison operations do not support comparing values of type true false with values of type text, considering using the value or format function to convert one of the values. So basically the reason of getting this error, we have used this text data type which is true. So what we need to do guys, we need to remove this text data type which is true. And now let me remove this data type, and what I will do guys, here I will use one more dax function which returns only boolean, which is true or maybe false. So I am using here true dax function. So let me start this bracket and close it. There is no parameter of true dax function, and now let's hit enter. So the moment I hit enter guys, and now you guys can see the error has changed. And now it backs to the same error. The countx cannot work with data type of boolean. That means it's a true data type, and countx function does not work on boolean data type. So if you want to count any true or false data type in the data type boolean, so you need to use countax function over there. And now guys, let's apply countax function. So let me close this error and let's create this dax function from scratch. So again I will go here under this three dots and click here on the new measure, and this time my measure name would be count_ax_boolean, and here I will use my dax function which is countax. So here under this table parameter I will again use filter function, and here I will fill the parameter of filter function. So the first parameter is table name which is table_1, comma, and here under this filter expression guys, we need to take the column name which is boolean data and their value. So let me take the column name which is boolean, and the value is only true. So as we have already seen guys, we can't count the values of true like this way. So what we need to do, we need to remove this true and use the dax function here which name is true. Bracket start, bracket close, and now let me close this filter function, comma, and the next parameter is expression. So I want to see the count of Boolean data column. So under expression parameter guys, we need to take the column name. So my column name is Boolean data, where we have this value true and false. And now let me close this bracket and hit enter. So here we can see our measure has ready. And now let me select this measure and drag and drop here under this card visual. And now I can see the count of only true. And now let's cross check. So let me go here under this table view and let me filter only true. So let me select this and uncheck this false. So see guys, here we have 5 values which returning true. And now let me clear all the filters from here. And I hope now you guys are clear with the difference of count x and count ax. And let's suppose guys, if you want to count only that data which returns false. So what you can do, you can simply use false dax function. So let me replace this true to false. And now it return the false result. So see guys, the total count of false is 3. We can clearly see it here. 1, 2, and 3. So this is the major difference guys between count x and count ax. And now let's learn about the definition and its differences. So here is the definition guys. The count x functions count only values, dates or string. If the function finds no rows to count, it returns a blank and not count boolean. But count ax function counts only values, date, string and also counts the boolean data type. But count x does not count boolean and ignores the blank if data type is whole number. And now let's learn about the differences. So here are the differences guys. Count x is an iterator function. It just works like count function unless we provide filter expression. Count x does not work on boolean data type. And if we talk about the count x guys, this is also an iterator function. It works on boolean value as well as non-boolean data type, which we have already seen. And now let's talk about the next difference. We can use filter function or any other table manipulation function inside count x, but data type not be the boolean. But here under this count x guys, we can also use filter function or any other table manipulation function inside count x, but no matter it is, its data type is boolean or any other data type. So these are the two major differences guys, which you can easily explain in the front of interviewer if they ask the difference of count x and count ax. So for such kind of detailed learning guys, stay connected with us and kindly support this channel. And those who are new to this channel, kindly hit the like, share and subscribe. And don't forget to press this bell icon guys, else you will miss an update. And those who wants to learn Power BI or SQL from scratch, so you guys can follow this free YouTube channel, which name is Analytics Pro. And if you scroll it down guys, so here you guys can see we have a full course Power BI playlist where I have explained each and every concept about Power BI in detail. And if you click here on this playlist button guys, so you guys will get to see multiple playlists are here. This is the Power BI full course playlist and these are the advanced concepts of Power BI where you guys can take the knowledge of advanced concepts of Power BI. And we have this Power BI with SQL playlist where you guys can learn all the concepts of SQL from scratch. So you guys can start your SQL journey with this free YouTube channel. And along with that guys, we have this visualization playlist and we have this DAX expression playlist where we have covered most of the DAX functions from scratch which are majorly used in your projects. And here under this playlist, I am also trying to cover all the differences of DAX functions which is majorly asked in an interviews. And very soon guys, I will add some more playlists so that you guys can take better understanding of the analytical skills. And for the job seekers guys, we have this free Telegram group where I'm keep posting latest Power BI jobs opening, as well as you will also find some latest interview question and answers which recently asked by an interviewer. So you don't need to pay anything to anyone. But those who are looking only live sessions, so we guys also conduct live training and sessions where we prepare candidates from scratch till intermediate level with some scenarios, real-time projects, assignments, notes and so on. And we also provide placement assistance with the help of WhatsApp group where you will get to see some HR emails, contact number and so on. And you guys can also follow us on Insta as well as Facebook. So all the links I will share under the description box. You guys can follow us there. So for free learners guys, you guys can follow this Analytics Pro, and for the live training and sessions, you guys can connect me any of the platform. Thank you so much guys for your more love and support. Keep learning and keep growing. Thank you so much.